Hi, and welcome to Real Life with Jenny. My name's Jenny Senaparatna. Grab your favorite drink, get yourself a snack, and we will get started. I think today calls for two snacks, to be completely honest with you. I have my favorite, Lady Grey. It is just one of my faves with my favorite mug, which is the World Changer mug I got from a girlfriend years ago. Every time I feel a little blue, I use my World Changer mug because it just makes my life feel a little like I can do this. I can totally do this. And then I have lemon cookie thins. If you have never tried a lemon cookie thin, you're missing out, guys. With a cup of tea, perfect day. So let's get real. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Tomorrow or yesterday, when this comes out, was my birthday. Happy birthday to me. I am 49. Woohoo! Now, okay, I'm doing this a little bit earlier than my birthday, so feels a little sad to say that. I'm not 100% sure that I'm ready, but you know what? Ready or not, here it comes, right? That is just the way life is. Birthdays come, and this year my birthday is on the first day of school in Minnesota. Can you imagine that as a child, that was your first day of school, was your birthday? Nobody knew who you were, and nobody cared if you brought cupcakes. My birthday has always kind of been a bummer of a situation because it is on the worst holiday. Labor Day is the day before, or it's right after. I'm always on Labor Day weekend, so all my friends are out of town. It's just kind of a bummer, but that's okay. I'm saying that it's okay. Birthdays are really not that big of a deal to me. But I have done a podcast every year about my birthday and my birthday goals. And so I thought I'd come on and kind of give you an update on what's going on in life. And just kind of a general hey, here's what's happening in my life and those kind of things. So first of all, the books. Let's get real with books, okay? Last year at this time, I was at 243 books for that specific time period from September 2nd to September 2nd. This year I'm at 180 something. So I'm a little behind, and that's okay because I've really slowed things down. I've taken on longer books, more than I have in the past. And I'm also trying to do my 50 books for the 50 states. So I think I've talked about it here. I'm not sure. If I haven't, guess what? Here you go. You get to hear about it again. So this year I decided to do 50 cozy mysteries in the 50 states. So every state I've read, not yet. Let's be real. I'm still in North Dakota. Because you have any idea how difficult it is to find a book that takes place in North Dakota that's a cozy mystery? Okay, extremely hard. There's one that I could find, and it's not at my library, and it's not online, and it's not on Audible, and it's not on Kindle. It was crazy. So I did find one that I'm about to read, and I cannot find any in Oklahoma because I try to map them out, and I cannot find any in Oklahoma. There are two, but they're thrillers, and I don't do slashy thrillers. I like cozy stuff. I like to know it's going to be happy. I like to know everybody's going to stay alive. I like to know there's a smidge of romance. And I do not need to see, they call it off page, blood. So there's never any, you never really get to see how the murder's done, which is fantastic. It's all off page, which is my thing. Cozy, cozy, cozy. So this year I've slowed that down, and I am, like I said, I'm on North Dakota right now. So I've just got the book from the library, and I don't know if I'm going to get the whole 50 states done because it's going a little poorly. But that's okay. I am really enjoying it. I think that listening to books is controversial. People are kind of oh, that's not really reading. But technically it is because I am definitely getting the content. Okay, there's been a couple that I've not gotten the content. I was what has happened here? We read one for our book club, and I was I did not understand anything that happened in that book. And they were oh, it happened in England. And I was totally missed that. I totally missed where the location was. So sometimes listening to a book doesn't work as well, especially in that book. It did not work as well because I was super confused. I was I kept rewinding, like, it's not rewinding anymore, but I'm from the 80s. Give me a break. Like, going back, and then I listened to it again, and I just was so confused. I was like, this is such a confusing book. So I just kind of gave up and kept going. So books, fantastic. Like, loving my life with books. And I've really gotten into the cozy mystery genre, and I'm doing historical fiction, and I'm with a little bit of romance there. Loving those. Like, found some super clean people, which is really nice because there's Christian romance, historical romance, for those who don't know. And that's good with some of them, and some are really like, I'm good. They got a little old for me. And so I have gone to the non-Christian romance fiction, historical fiction, and I found some really clean authors, which have been really fun to find. To find someone that everything's off page, where you don't see anything, there's nothing that's sketchy, and it's been really nice to find those. So that has been really kind of a fun adventure for me to be able to kind of bob and weave and find that. So I'm enjoying that. Other things, I really wanted to focus on my health this year. That was something that I started my sticker charts, and I've lost some weight, and I'm feeling so much better. Like, no one else can tell that I've lost weight. Like, let's just be completely real. If you see me on the street, you're not going to be like, oh, wow, she looks so thin. That is not how things are. And that's okay. But I feel so good. Like, I have energy. I'm very rarely sick anymore. Like, my immune system is beginning to like work, which is bizarre because it's never done that most of my adult life. And so it's really been a very positive health journey for me. I'm really loving feeling good and having energy and feeling like I can do stuff. I'm not at my husband's level. Like, let's just be completely like vulnerable here. My husband is a walker and like hardcore. So we're actually, for our 50th birthdays, we are going to be taking missions trips. And for his 50th birthday, we're going to go to Spain and do ministry in Spain. And we've got some churches we're going to and missionaries that we're going to be. And we're going to take a mini vacation in there and take a little detour for a smidge for us, but we're not sure where that's going to look like. But for my birthday, which kind of seems the opposite, but for my birthday, we're going to pray across England. And in that way, my husband there's actually like a trek that goes across England that you can walk. It takes like 12 days or 20 days, or me 6 months. I don't know. And he's actually going to like walk across England. And my job is to drive the car. I'm going to take the luggage, and I am going saying that a lot sounds so funny. I'm like, that's hilarious. But I'm going to take the luggage, and he's going to like pray. I'll pray in the car, and he will pray as he's walking up and down mountains and across little creeks and through the sheep pens and like the whole thing. Like, I'm so excited for him. But that's not where I am. I am at the, like, I have energy. I'm doing good. I've made a new meal plan. Now that our daughter is gone, I've kind of like revamped how we're going to do. So I'm going to tell you, because you really care. Like, I know you do. I know you care. So we're going to do meat Mondays instead of meatless Mondays, because we don't eat a lot of meat in our house. So we're going to do meat Mondays, Taco Tuesdays, which means anything that has anything to do with south of the border. I mean, it can be anything in that area, not just tacos, because tacos are fine, but like all of it. And I'm going to try new recipes there. Wednesdays are casserole Wednesdays. Casseroles. I love me a good casserole. Thursday is ethnic, so anything other than Mexican happening on that day. So like this week we're doing gyros or gyros, whatever you say. Now, I say gyros, but maybe it's gyros in your life, or maybe it's something completely different and I'm a lunatic. I don't know. It's fine. And then Fridays are breakfast Fridays. We're going to do breakfast for dinner. Saturdays are new. And then my favorite, carb Sundays. Because you know what? Sundays are so stressful. We are always at another church and we're always doing stuff. And so to not have to stress about like, what are we going to do? It can just be we're having a sandwich that night, or we're having I don't have any idea. Like last night we had noodles with a little bit of sauce. Like it was just super simple. I kept it really easy. So that's going to be really nice. I'm really excited about that. I'm excited about like having like a new pattern. And that's really what my birthday is all about, is like starting new things and getting excited about what God is doing and kind of going after it. And so this year for my birthday, my goals are to have 2 Pastor's Wives events. So I want to have a Pastor's Wife event twice before I turn 50. I would really love to have 4, but I'm not sure that we can financially do 4. So 2 will be my goal. Before I turn 50, I want to have 2 Pastor's Wives events where we bless pastors' wives, where we get them together, we have fun, we have treats, and we just pray for them and love on them and just let them have a day of relaxing and connecting with one another. Just like facilitating that, I think is just going to be an amazing opportunity. The second thing that I really want to do this year is continue on my health goal. Not necessarily weight loss, but continue on energy and continue on working on the things that bring life to me. So not necessarily like healthy physically only, but emotionally and mentally. So halfway through the year, I started doing a craft or something creative once a week, and I kind of gave it up like 3 months ago because things got too crazy, and I really want to pick that up again, because when I was doing one creative thing a week, it really brought life to my emotions, and mentally it kind of gave me a different shift and a different break. And so I felt a little more energized when I used my imagination in a crafty or a creative way. So I hope to continue to do that. So not only with my health, that I'm doing the things that I'm doing to get my stickers and all that kind of good stuff, but adding that emotional and mental health to that too, and just kind of allow myself to make mistakes. You know, my word this year is imperfect, and I have really embraced being able to make mistakes and allow God to work through my mistakes. And that has been one of the biggest surprises, is how often I make mistakes, first of all. Like, I had no idea that I was making this many mistakes. I really thought, like, I've got life together. And this year of being, like, imperfect, I have really realized how little I have together. Like, how many mistakes I actually make, and how many of them that completely frustrate me. And that I've allowed God to work through them and be part of that process with me has just really changed my mistakes and my failure. I know that John Maxwell wrote a book about failing forward. And that is really what this year has been about. I have not read the book, by the way. Just FYI for those who are like, let's talk about it. No, I have not read the book. I still have it on my shelf. It's probably not going to get read. Like, I'm just going to be honest with you. But I know the concept because my husband read the book. Doesn't that counts? It totally counts. But really about leaning into God when I fail. Even when I fail on a recipe, I used to it completely destroyed me because I'd feel like the complete failure. But I've leaned into the idea of when I fail, like, Lord, what am I learning here? Lord, what are you trying to teach me? And that has really emotionally set me free. Like, it has been a year of freedom in that area. And so I encourage you, if you are not good with failing and you are not good with making mistakes, like, kind of give it to God. Not kind of, definitely give it to God, and like have conversations with him. Like, I completely messed up here. I said the most stupid thing the other day at a church, and why did I say that? And allowing the Lord to just speak to me has really changed my attitude, because he'll say, like, Jenny, because you were here, like, that's why it came out of this space, so let's fix that space. And I'm like, oh yeah, let's fix that space, because that was a debacle. Just those kind of pieces have been really good. So that is the second thing I'm working on, is my emotional and mental health as much as my physical health. The third thing is really how to live life to the fullest. And that may seem like the biggest goal on the planet, and maybe it's a little too ambitious. But God brought us to earth to really live, not just to watch my husband actually did a video on this morning at Christ Connection Ministries on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. If you're looking for a really good thing to watch. Like he does an amazing job. But he talked about that we only have one life to live. And that sometimes we allow other things to kind of just get in and take over that life. And I can find myself really in a space where all of a sudden I will snap and go, wait, what just happened? Like, I just emotionally and mentally check out. I can check out so quickly and so easily from life because it gets overwhelming. And that's kind of my coping mechanism from my childhood. And we're not necessarily going to go into that, but we all have coping mechanisms. And sometimes they're not the greatest thing. They were really good for the time that we walk through, but they become a habit. And for me, being disconnected is a habit. I just kind of disconnect and stop living life. And so my goal for my 49th birthday is to actually be present in my life. And I found myself a little while ago, I was actually like dropping my daughter off at college, and I was walking through the hall and I had to stop. Like, I physically stopped my body and I said, Jenny, become present. You are off thinking about something else. You are avoiding what's happening right now. You're daydreaming, which there's nothing wrong with daydreaming. But I was not present. I had checked out because it was too difficult. And I took a couple deep breaths. I actually drank some water. I stopped physically and I said, Lord, help me be present for this, because I don't want to miss this moment in my daughter's life or in my life. This is a beginning for both of us. And this is a pinnacle part of my life. And I do not want to not have a memory of this. And so sometimes we can just glaze through life and pretend that it's not happening. And I just encourage you to re-engage. I know that's my job. That's what I'm doing this year, is I'm going to re-engage. So as I continue to celebrate my birthday, and I hope to get a piece of cake today, we'll see. You never know with me. Sometimes I get cake, sometimes I don't. But I plan on celebrating everything this year in life. I just really hope that you will celebrate with me as I celebrate my birthday, and that you just join along in maybe like reevaluating where you are in life. Like going, Lord, how am I doing? What's going on? Have I just kind of checked out? Am I not engaged in the things that I love anymore? Have I just stopped? You know how you can all of a sudden look around and go, how did I get here? Like, how did the job become my entire life? How did even the church become my entire life? Like, I am missing things. And I just encourage you that at my birthday, that you would look around and go, where am I? How am I doing? And am I taking care of myself mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually? Like, all of the areas. Are you caring for yourself in all of those areas? Because no one else is going to care for you in those areas. God will, but no human being is going to come in and do like sometimes you have those people, but they'll check on like one area or another area. It's your job to take care of yourself. And so this is your wake-up call right now. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually? Like, are you doing things to keep yourself present and continue to find joy in the life that God has given us? Well, that's all I have for this week. Happy birthday! You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Real Life with Jenny. You can support this podcast by going to buymeacoffee.com/reallifewithjenny. Thanks for those who do. We really appreciate you. You can go to what is it? Christ Connection. I'm like, I don't even remember. .cc. So now I'm getting old. You can go to our website that I mention every week, and you can find me there. Love to connect with you and just partner with you on the road to really taking care of yourself and allowing the Lord to speak to you and encourage you and really guide you through this life. We're not meant to do it alone. We're not meant to do this all by ourselves. So let's go after it, guys. Have a wonderful week.